The first thing we look forward to doing every year is tapping our maple trees. And this year we're super excited because we were tapping the trees for the very first time on our new farm property we had purchased the year before. Our first batch of sap we boiled down on our trusted and true fire pit. We have used this for several years and we've never been disappointed by how it works. Well, we decided we did need an improvement, so we bought a kit online and decided to make ourselves a barrel stove evaporator. Any chance I get to use my plasma cutter is a good thing, so I was excited to do this project. And before you know it, we had our first version of this barrel stove evaporator. We'd make several modifications to it over the season, but we were pretty satisfied with the results. My least favorite part about making syrup has always been filtering the syrup. This year I decided to make a vacuum filter to see if that would make the job easier. Wow, what a difference. What used to take 20 minutes, a half an hour, or even longer was now done in a matter of seconds. So we got two of these pint jars. So this is what we got today. We got almost a quart of syrup from that 10 gallons of sap that we boiled down. So that was pretty good. Well, here we are driving to our new farm property, which is just down the road from our current property. This year we decided we were going to start our orchard. We knew it would be about a year before we get a house and barn built here. With those fruit trees, we need to start those early, so we took the opportunity while we had it. This small hill behind where our house and barn would be was the perfect spot for our trees. We decided to lay it out in 3 rows. We were putting about 15 trees in at this time, and we were going to plant blueberries in between each of the trees. We planted 3 different kinds of trees. We planted apple trees, peach trees, and pear trees. To protect our trees from the healthy deer population in the area, we put cages around all of them. Well, it's finally time to start planting the garden, and the first thing we usually do is our raised beds outside the back of our house. Here Deb's putting in the herbs in the herb bed. Next to that we have a bed of carrots that we tarped in order to keep them moist, and the bed next to that has onions that we started from seeds. In the main garden we're getting ready to do our potatoes. Who doesn't like using a broad fork? One of my favorite tools. We also planted the rest of our cold weather seedlings in the garden. However, our greenhouse was in full bloom in time to harvest some lettuce. With all this new property down the street, I had an excuse to go out and buy a new piece of equipment, my new flail mower. We put it to the first test. Summer is just beginning and the garden is looking great. Our potatoes are doing well. We're cutting our garlic scapes. Deb is showing some of the other things we have coming along in the garden. Our beans, our broccoli, and our peas. Our chickens are surrounded by a variety of blueberry bushes. We have early season, mid-season, and late season. Our early season bushes have some very large fruit starting on them, so we have confidence that we'll have ripe blueberries coming up very soon. Our fruit trees are also doing very well this year. Well, it is the beginning of August and our meat birds have finally arrived. We have 30 white ranger chicks and 8 broad-breasted white turkeys. Normally we would be raising these in the springtime, but we had obligations this spring, so this year we're doing our meat birds in the fall. We'll see how that works out. Well, it is onion harvest time, and we are always amazed at how well these onions do. When we plant those from those little seeds and they seem so delicate from the start, we never think they're going to survive, but we've done very great with these. We're also picking our first batch of carrots out of our raised beds. Well, our White Ranger chicks are growing very rapidly. In no time at all, they'll be ready to process. This is the first time we've done White Rangers. We normally do Freedom Rangers, which take about 10 to 12 weeks, but these birds are going to be ready to process at about 8 weeks. And their one bad day has arrived. It is time for the chickens to graduate to freezer camp. But there is a bright spot. This is Gladys. She was one of our meat birds, but she was smaller, so we rescued her. We're going to have her live with our egg layers and see if she actually lays some eggs. Well, about 6 weeks later, it was the turkey's turn. We kept 2 of the turkeys whole for holidays, and the rest of the turkeys we made into ground turkey for sausage. Well, it is now late November and the winter weather has returned. But we still have carrots in the ground from our second planting, so it's time to get those out of the frozen earth and see if we can salvage a harvest. All in all, we didn't do too bad with our frozen carrot harvest. Deb was able to process these and we'll have a lot of jars of canned carrots for our winter meals. And this year, we start building on our new farm property. And stay tuned and keep watching as we break ground on this unconventional farmhouse. You'll see what I mean on our upcoming videos. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, we hope all your days are sunny side up.